MK progeny with more wisdom for my progeny. Today I wanted to talk to you about the mother teaching the children, especially the mother teaching young women how to be wives. I know that the narrative lately has been to get a job and be independent, to be able to take care of yourself and fend for yourself. This is good teaching, but it's not a lifelong goal. See, you can't replace a husband with money. You can't replace a man with a career. The mothers have to teach these young ladies how to be wives. And knowing that the mother is the first teacher of the child, we have to actually look at what is being taught to these children. A lot of young men are being destroyed by single mothers. A lot of young women do their best to raise these young men and to raise their children on their own. But this shouldn't be the common situation. They should have a ring before they have a child. If you're not teaching your daughter this, you're destroying their lives. You are the reason they fail. When Willie Lynch wrote his letters, in his letter, he said to break the nigger and she will in turn break her children and deliver them to you when they are ready for work. Well, we already know that 30% of the people incarcerated in America are men. African-American men make up 30% of the prison population. And when the statistics are done, most of these young men were raised by single mothers. They were from broken homes. They've never been taught to be a husband nor provide. Because part of the Willie Lynch letters was to break the man in a way that the woman would not see him as a form of protection. They said take the strongest, blackest, biggest slave, strip him naked in front of all the rest of the slaves, tar and feather him, then tie his limbs to horses and beat the horses until they rip his body apart. This will tell the woman that the black man has no ability to protect her from the white man. This mentality still rages on today, but in a different fashion. The black woman has no faith in the black man's, not all black women, but the majority of these young modern women, the one who refers to themselves as feminists and independent, see that they have no need for the black man. It is up to you mothers to teach these young girls that they need the black man. Black men know they need the black woman. This is the nucleus of the family, a black man and a black woman together. Not saying that interracial couples can't be a strong nucleus, but we need to stabilize our community. And the only way to do it is for our mothers, especially our new mothers, to teach their children correctly. So what I would ask my progeny to do is take a class, learn how to be a wife, then impart that to your children. Learn what the husband's roles are and impart that to your children. Because if you're broken, you ain't gonna do nothing but break your children, mentally and physically. Teach them to be independent financially, but they must be part of a family nucleus. This should be the goal. The end result should be your daughter being a beautiful wife of a man who provides, protects, who is willing to give his all for his family, even his life if need be. But no one wants to give their life for a ratchet 304 or a woman who says, I can take care of myself. I don't need you. But yet they get pregnant by this man and try to raise a child on their own. And if your daughter is out there giving up the skins raw, she has no respect. You have taught her no respect for her body. She has disregard for her own well-being. Men too, but more so the woman, because she can get pregnant. She will have to deal with that child if the father is gone. And 9 times out of 10, she's going to bash the father to the child, destroying the child's image of the father. We have to do better. Not just as individuals, but more so as young mothers. You, once again, are the first teacher of your child. And the best way to teach them is through your actions. Let them mimic you. If you're a good wife and a good mother, and you do the things you are supposed to do, they will see that. And they will imitate it. And then they may have a strong chance at keeping their family together. And any woman who gets married or any man who gets married and says, oh, I want a happy life, you're fooling yourself. One of the things Brother Hamza Yusuf said is that depression comes from expectations meeting reality. They expect this Hollywood, this fictitious picture of relationships to come to pass, and it never does. Then they divorce and now they're depressed on antidepressants and other kind of drugs like Prozac because they had a fictitious ideology of what marriage or what a relationship should be. In reality, there's going to be problems. There's going to be ups. There's going to be downs. There's going to be highs and lows, emotionally, physically, and financially. But you press through it. You make it work. Don't get caught up in Hollywood's image of marriage. That's not reality. And when your reality hits, then all of a sudden you feel like, I need something more. I need more excitement. I need. The I should be my family needs. What is good for my family nucleus? Is it good that I cuss my man out in front of the kids? Nah, it ain't. Is it good that I belittle my husband because he was taught by Islam to be a lamb in the house and a lion in the street? A lot of men, the ones you call alpha males, have that backwards. They are lions in their home and they are lambs out there amongst men. So when they call the dude who's actually trying to be good to his wife, calls her beautiful, rubs her feet, this ain't the norm. He does that because he loves this woman. He wants her to be comfortable also. But then he is called a simp or a wimp or a weak man because he wants his woman to be happy also. And you women beat him up verbally because he wants to treat you right. But then the dude that dogs you out, leaves your children, doesn't take care of them, you fall in love with him and he don't even want you. This is backwards. The dude who's trying to be nice to you and telling you that you're beautiful, he would more than likely die for you if someone broke in the house. The dude who you fall in love with will be like, that ain't my B. F that 304. That's who y'all love. But you expect that you can change him like some men think they can change a 304 into a housewife. It doesn't happen. It's not even possible. Please just be more vigilant with what you teach, what you do in front of your children. And if you parents, especially you women, because women get irate a lot of times when they argue, take that in the room. Yeah, they may hear it through the door, but they don't see what's going on. And if you guys know that you're going to be yelling in this argument, get in the car, go to the store. Go yell at each other at the park. When you come home, have a united front. Let them see a happy family nucleus. There are a lot of things I'm going to have another talk on this. I don't want to beat you up with data and facts and figures. I'm trying to give you the moral inspiration you need to move forward. A reality check. Real expectations. You can expect for people to be mad at each other in relationships. You can expect for low times to happen where you're not fully immersed in love. You can even expect to hate your mate once in a while. It's just like faith. Sometimes you feel like you want to serve God and do everything that's right. Then a few months later, you don't have that feeling. That doesn't mean you don't believe in God or you don't want to serve him anymore. You just don't have that boastful feeling anymore. But it'll come back if you nurture it. Just like love. Sometimes you'll be immersed in love. And other times you won't be able to even stand this person. But as long as you keep that tie of marriage and the inspiration in your heart that you want this to work, it will get back to a loving situation, just like faith. It will come back around. Marry first before you have children. And sisters, if I can implore you to do anything, don't let a man hit raw if you're not married to him. Please. Y'all do what's right.